The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Rockets in Houston. For Houston, they come in off a win in their last outing against the Grizzlies in Memphis. They won the first matchup of this season series. We'll see if they can get another tonight. I'd like your perspective on this, Shaq, as a three-time Laker champion. Does the NBA need an elite Laker franchise?
Yes, they're a huge franchise with history and market presence, and Ernie, the league is at its best when they are successful.
When you think back, what was it like playing in front of that kind of a crowd in Los Angeles, night in, night out?
I love doing for them what my favorite people in that stadium did for me. Jack Nicholson, Denzel Washington, Adam Sandler, they gave me joy. I tried to return the favor.
You give me a lot of joy in this job. Did you know that?
Well, thank you, sir.
I'm just kidding. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me in the booth, as always, Clark Kellogg and the sharpshooter Steve Kerr. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage, like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
So the Rockets win the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kobe is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Davis. Then it's Johnson. And it's Black in at the 5. Home in the paint. And it's the Lakers ball. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, if they're going to avoid losing to this team like they did last meeting, they're going to have to do a better job rotating guys in and out and staying fresh, because they really did not use their bench, and it came back to haunt them.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Back to Harden. Three-pointer, and he gets it to go. Rockets led the league in three-point attempts last year, guys, after tying for the lead the season prior.
Well, the advanced stats community sees the three-pointer as the best shot after a layup. I'm not sure I agree entirely, but the Rockets numbers crunchers have kind of established that, and as a result, the coaching staff has given the players the green light.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Howard with a screen on Johnson. Ariza goes in. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, you've heard the saying, you live by the three, you die by the three. Last season, the Rockets set an all-time record in scoring disparity from half to half against the Thunder. 73 in the first half, and then a season-low 19 in the second.
Now here's Bryant, following the miss by Trevor Ariza. 4 on the shot clock. The fader. Bryant can't get it to go.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Ariza with it, picked up by Bryant. Smith with a screen on Bryant. Ariza kicks to Beverly. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, the Rockets last season, one of the most balanced offensive teams in the league. They've got the weapons to score inside as well as out, obviously playing through Dwight Howard, and then the perimeter game of James Harden. The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Now here's Beverly, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Smith, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Smith's got his first 2 points.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Here's Clarkson, pass to Black, and it's Bryant in the corner. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Johnson, the pass to Bryant. They set the screen. In low to Davis. And the rejection by Smith. Ariza outside. The steal. And Kobe, here we go. And he gets it to go.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size. There's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
Good. Ariza's got his first 3 points of the game.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Here's Clarkson. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Byron Scott. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a 5-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And Clark, for Kobe in his post-playing career, you have to think he would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some level, given that he has spent his whole career, really his most formative years with the organization.
That could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand in coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit.
Screen by Howard. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Soft touch off the glass. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Well, last season the Lakers found themselves in a position they are not quite accustomed to. Last in the Western Conference, a nightmare season for the storied franchise.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jones checked in for Howard. Montezumas comes in for Smith. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Los Angeles with another miss. Well, guys, as we know, there were some low points for the Lakers along the way, losing to the Clippers by about 50 points, which turned out to be the biggest loss in the history of the franchise.
And Kobe looked visibly distraught after that loss. I mean, it still had a backhanded compliment to say about it when he said, well, now I know what it feels like to be a Clipper fan all these years. Gotta love Kobe, always with a way with words.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
And Johnson drops them both. And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian, and I think that's held him back offensively.
Harden, and it's Houston with another.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Lynn against Terry. Montezumas grabs the miss.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Kicks it out to Terry. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Hill. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.